ability, so she kind of has to deal with some of these shenanigans.
It's time to add a couple more sets to our repertoire. We're back to being at least a tri-stream before we get to a quad stream again. You just get to see our lovely faces at the bottom right. So on set A, we're going to see Onin. They're going to be taking on Wrath. So another Georgia versus Midwest matchup, actually, because we just saw Geist versus Omega beforehand. And then down in the bottom middle, already getting started on set X, we got Icy Mist versus Pharaoh. But I do want to keep it locked on Shadic for at least a little bit longer.
Yeah, definitely. And that block is a death sentence, but Shar didn't go for the F smash.
I think the block was too high up, actually. I don't think F smash would have hit off that tech. It was like almost level with that platform. You need a block like one unit
One
lower.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And pinned into the kick. That's going to be it for game number 2. Shadic up on set point.
Last, I'm going to come to you humbly as someone that has been playing this game since release. The best way to DI pin kick is...
Depends.
Okay.
You, like, to not die, it's down and in.
Down and in?
Like survival DI.
Okay.
Well, down and away from the blast zone.
That's what I was trying. That's what I was assuming, just down and kind of, away, but that, like when you're on one side and she kicks and crosses you up, I really don't know what you do.
So the cross-up kick like won't kill you usually. The hitbox is weird, but when you're like, so if you're like here, she pins here and goes the other way, it'll usually just like pop you up.
Okay. So just don't hold up for sure on that.
Do not hold up.
Don't hold up. Got it. All right, by the way, we're still locked in on this match. Shadic up 2-0, looking to make quick work of Shar unless they can figure something out. But taking a look down at the bottom, it looks like Icy Mist down a stock and a half against Pharaoh here, and Onin and Wrath are just getting started, but I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to come back to that later.
I'm very curious to see what happens in that set, because Onin really good against Sonic, Wrath really good against Steve. That coin box grind paying off for both of them.
Is that winners, by the way?
That is winners.
Okay,
so, yeah.
I'm like, that better not be losers.
Yeah, Shar, Shadic is winners as well. Pharaoh, Icy Mist is winners. We'll probably start getting some loser sets. Like Geist Omega was losers.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Well, no, it has to be
Icy Mist Pharaoh is losers.
Yeah, because Icy Mist had to.
But I know that Wrath Onin is winners. Because we just had another round of bracket start, so that's why. We got a mishmash.
And it, by the way, really looks like Shadic has figured out a lot just in this third game. Only 60%. Shar really looking for answers here. I know Shar just had such a big upset at Louis Money, but it's one of those things where it's like, all right, kids, you're with the big leagues now, and Shadic is really reminding us why they're one of the greatest players on this entire continent.
And this entire planet, too.
Yeah.
Unless they got some crazy Corins up on Mars, probably in the galaxy.
Yeah. Maybe hanging out with the Boeing people up there. Anyway, so that was unfair. I bring them home. So Shar really getting taken to him. Huge combo straight from the Angel platform. 50%. That's tough. Not really sure what the plan of action would be here for Steve at this point.
Well, get Diamond is probably what I would say first, and then do Steve things for a little bit.
You got to make something happen, but I think there's a lot of, well.
Maybe this. Shadic is dead.
Why did I ever doubt Steve? What? That's on me.
I did say do Steve things, and Shar did a Steve thing.
Wow. Well, so, stock's even. Steve could technically just do that again if Shadic isn't careful. I was about to say Shadic is really good at avoiding the shenanigans, but immediately died.
Shadic is really good at avoiding the shenanigans because that's the first time he's been shenaniganized in this entire set. But still, it happening now is not very good because now he's at 70.
And Diamond is out here. And if you shenan once,
well,
you're
it's still
shenan
golden
again.
hand, but Diamond in the pocket could craft up.
Yep.
There you go.
All right, so Shadic got to be really careful. Good job avoiding that minecart. You don't want to get tracked in the command grab section of that, of course. So still looking to close this out. Doesn't get the up air. Could have been it on that platform, but let's see if Shadic can finish this off the ledge.
Ooh, that up air was on the verge of greatness, but not quite able to close it out. Another up air misses, but the pin and the untechable off the block is perfection from Shadic to close that game out. We never should have doubted the world number 9. There he goes.
Never should have. That was disgusting, if I do say so myself.
Sorry, world number 6. I underrated him. Crazy.
Right. Still very much in the top 10 here. So, yeah, that's going to be a good 3-0 for Shadic. Definitely hard fought. It feels like Shar started figuring some stuff out, but let's...
And Onin destroying Wrath in game number 1. A 2-stock at only 12% on that second stock.
Wow. So
that was not even close. So let's lock into A for a little bit and find out, because I wasn't watching, we'll find out how Onin beat Wrath that bad, because I've seen Wrath fight Didi. Wrath knows this matchup.
Yeah, knows it well, too.
Man, I'm just wrong again. He's 7th, Shadic is. I got it wrong twice.
Oh,
Dang.
Okay. Top 10, whatever. Y'all know Shadic is
Rankings
him.
are confusing.
Very confusing. So, into this, Onin's going to be taking the first game against Wrath, and, you know, no Midwest bias, but, you know, happy to see
Tweak is 6.
Midwest
That's what
shining.
it is. Okay.
Mhm.
I knew it was an NA player in 6th, too. Tweak is 6th, Shadic 7th, Light was 8th, and Spargo
Yeah.
was 9th, I think.
And again, if you're just
Or
tuning in
something.
now,
No, Tama P.
and you're,
whatever.
Tama P is also sick too. Wish they were here. But if you're just tuning in somehow this late into the weekend, Riptide has 8 of the 10 best players on Earth all in the same bracket. So this is absolutely cuckoo bananas insane here.
I see somebody in chat saying it doesn't matter last, it's okay, just don't just move on. The tweak at 6th thing wasn't even my fault. Somebody in chat said it and I believed them. And Onin, that's insane.
So
the actual Rube Goldberg contraption.
Yeah, very hard to deal with all that is really anybody. I'm curious on your thoughts on Sonic Steve because I feel like
I think Sonic
obviously-
wins.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think it's like Steve can still do it because he's Steve and like stuff happens sometimes. But I think Sonic has all the tools at his disposal. He's good at breaking walls. He's good at covering space. He's good at killing when he gets good advantage state. He's good at waiting out the timer to beat like material gathering. So I think the matchup is fine. It maybe like at the absolute worst is like minus
55, 45.
Yeah, 55,
Yeah.
45 in Steve's favor. But I think it's either even or maybe slight Sonic.
Yeah, because Sonic is just one of those characters where it's like, it's very hard to get a hard counterpick on Sonic, stage or character, let alone both. So I feel like he does have a lot of great tools to deal with Steve, but just having those blocks in the way of his movement, especially on a stage like Battlefield with the platforms helping out, it's got to be really tough for Sonic to successfully get in there without getting punished.
And to point out as well, because I see people in chat talking about it, Pharaoh unfortunately struggling pretty hard with Icy Mist. It's a 2-0 lead right now, but he does get the shield break set up on the platform. That was
And
pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, but yeah, this is like one of Yoshi's worst matchups too. Like Samus, not very fun for Yoshi.
Icymist having a great day with these matchups.
Yeah,
right now,
Icy Mist is getting like fed people. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Diddy and Yoshi, no DLC. She's just like, yippee. Samus deserves this. So, we got the stocks even here. Onin has virtually no materials, just a gold hanging out there. So, they're definitely going to have to find some time to just get some more mats up here because Sonic is a very good character at rushing you down. If you don't have Minecart Anvil, it's going to get real dicey for you.
Well, that's what I was talking about a little bit ago, is that like Onin kept trying to set up walls and mine for a little bit to recoup some of those lost resources, but Sonic can just navigate around all of that. He's like, yeah, sure, this just like Green Hill Zone to me. I don't know.
I mean, Sonic literally came from platformers, so this should be no different. Like, Sonic has been through this, you know, born for this, honestly. But all that aside, Onin does still have the lead here. Not going to die from that spin dash, no conversion, but this one,
Spin
not
charge
enough to do
fair
either.
should set up for a back air. Yeah, okay. Onin's options there were to either recover high with minecart or Elytra, or go low and recover low with Elytra, and both of which are slow enough that Wrath can on reaction drop down and just get in the way. So that's another like checkmate scenario for Sonic, just because he's so dang fast.
Right, and again, very short list of characters that can deal with that minecart, but Sonic back air is so egregiously huge. Not surprised.
And it
that's how
auto
that went.
cancels whenever you feel like.
Insane moves.
Name
three games in a row.
My favorite game for good characters in Ultimate is name one bad move.
Homing attack asterisk?
Homing attack when you die from it.
Yes.
When it forces the suicide.
Yeah.
Steve doesn't have one, I don't think.
No bad moves. Everything's just insane.
Maybe like up tilt on Sonic, but even then, like Wrath went for it. As I thought about it, that was weird. Like a little clown to clown communication between the two of us.
I'm gonna say up tilt's good because it leads to diamond back air and a bunch of combos. So and no
somebody's saying
ladders.
down smash.
Steve
Close,
down
but
smash?
not, no, Sonic down smash. Close, but not quite. You can two-frame with it.
Yeah, still pretty decent.
The only thing like that makes down smash bad is that F smash is just better.
Yeah.
But, like on any other character,
Oh my god. Sonic in the camera was like, help me! Like, that face was insane. Sonic doesn't know what to do. But yeah, this is what I was afraid of. 2 blocks up behind the platform. Like, you can spin dash over and make a really committal decision to try to F-smash through it, but Steve doesn't have to do anything while you do all that and just get so many free punishes.
Ooh, and Pharaoh wins game number 4. So
Okay.
brings us at least, or game number 3 rather, brings us at least to game number 4. Meanwhile, it feels like a matter of if instead of, or a matter of when instead of if for Onin here. Eventually,
Yeah.
that's gonna happen. Yeah, it was like that's the crazy, scary thing about Steve in those last stock situations is that he has 17,000 approximately kill options,
Right.
and none of them require setups. They're just like raw kill options. So the straight hit kill power is just, you'll die eventually, man. I'll hit something.
Yeah, even when you saw Wrath just trying to like poke through the blocks with F-Smash, which in most scenarios is a really good idea. If Onin also wanted to do that, there could be a stock stolen there. And again, positioning is just crazy. I'm sure FD is probably banned, but when you know, you're at 150, Steve's at 30, and Onin just has like a 2-story condo in between them and Wrath, like it's very hard to get in.
Oh, and I do want to correct real quick. It's pronounced Onin, not Onin.
Oh, thank you.
They everybody was saying it wrong for like 3 years.
Myself included.
Yeah, no, but they just didn't correct anybody for a while, and then a little bit ago they decided, like, hey, actually, guys, it's not Onin.
Well, Onin is on one because once
yeah.
again, up 2-0 against not just any random person, Wrath, one of the best Sonics in the world right now, but Onin definitely making quick work.
You went right back to Onin. It's so hard to break
I'm
the habit
sorry.
when you've been calling somebody that for so long, but the one thing that I will say, they don't mind it as much. That's why they didn't correct people for so long, but they do prefer Onin.
I'm gonna really lock
The heck
on this.
in,
So,
Sai.
Onin again, huge lead here, trying to find something with a falling aerial, but that's what I was afraid of, just landing on top of Steve, even if you get past the blocks. Up smash is a huge punish, up tilt's a huge punish. It's just, there's so many options here.
We spent like a couple of seconds talking about pronunciation, and Onin was like, hey, actually die. In the corner now, underneath all this block pressure, something's going to hit, something's going to give.
Ooh.
Up tilt, back air, but the tech saves Wrath. All that it saves Wrath from is the immediate punishment, though. Punishment still comes.
Yeah, honestly, just in the blender there, everything that didn't confirm just led to like a free tech chase anyway. So 87% already on this next stock. Diamond is gone and mats are low, so maybe if Wrath can find a way in right now, Onin could be in some trouble here, but it's definitely going to be easier said than done. I like the pressure at the ledge. Definitely keeping an eye out in case there's like a high minecart, just looking to cover that option as well. But yeah, this is definitely Wrath's time to make something happen while Onin still doesn't have a whole bunch of blocks. And
no offense to Wrath and Onin, but I do want to jump over to X just because that matchup is heating up a lot. It was kind of full destruction from Icy Mist in the first couple of games, but Pharaoh is slowly bringing this back, got a full stock lead to take us to game 5. So we'll check in, we'll peep to see if Onin closes out the 3-0, but this is where I want to look.
Yeah, good call on that for sure. So let's see if Icy Mist can keep her run going. Again, great win so far, especially Aaron. That is a huge dub for her. Pharaoh, no slouch, one of the best Yoshis over in America here.
Ooh, that back air connecting right past the hitbox of the Fair. And the extra height brought by the down B too, getting Pharaoh to ledge. Pharaoh's so smart. I already said it, I love watching Pharaoh's Yoshi.
Super talented. So Icy Mist struggling to get off here. Gonna go with that up B, but Yoshi's very, very heavy, so still gonna live for a while. Great coverage, great coverage. Charge shot and the neutral air. I don't care who you are, some of that's gonna hit you and kill you.
Wrath now going down to his last stock, down in the bottom left-hand corner. And Pharaoh's starting to struggle. Maybe we should go back to A. I'm kidding.
Ooh, or I don't know. Icy Mist really only 1 or 2 interactions away from here.
That's why I'm scared.
Yeah, a mid-range charge shot could do it all.
Into the Dara, that should kill.
That's it. No!
Samus is so fat.
That's crazy.
That power suit weighs like 3 tons.
She ain't never getting through TSA. Never getting through
Up air,
it.
okay. I would have cried if Pharaoh lost after that Dare not killing.
Yeah, that would have been insane. So, we have ourselves a game 5, and also still taking a peek down there at the bottom just for funsies. Looks like Wrath is just
at 91 on his last stock.
Yeah, 1 hit away. I mean, Diamond's gone, but yeah, it's not looking good for Wrath right now. Meanwhile,
weak hit of Anvil.
Definitely looks like Pharaoh's figured something out, so shout out to them.
Yeah, a reverse 3-0 in a matchup this bad is insanely impressive for Pharaoh. Even getting to game 5 is insanely impressive against the player of Icy Mist's caliber, but she's not going to give it up easy, especially given how close the ending of that game became, despite the extra stock deficit that Pharaoh had when we tuned in. Ooh, up you go.
Okay, yeah. Pharaoh trying to make something happen. No real threat of death right there, of course. Still at 0 when Icy Mist hit that up B. But yeah, this also has to be tough because not only is the matchup hard, Samus is somewhat of a niche character. You don't get to fight that often, but they're still really, really good. So definitely a long day for Pharaoh. But right now, looking pretty solid. Oh, and as I say it, the charge shot really throwing Yoshi off from approaching with that Fair.
And Onin has closed out the 3-0 against Wrath, so that's going to be Carrington taking a trip down into losers. Wrath, rather, taking a trip down into losers bracket. Where he's going to ruin a lot of people's day.
All right, this is looking really good for Icy Mist. She turned it around hard after that first big combo. Double jump armor, gonna save and not get Pharaoh killed from that forward air, but still got a lot of work to do. I feel like Icy Mist has done a really good job of getting out of the ledge pressure from Pharaoh, which, again, Samus is just kind of a hard character to pin down, but it's got to think even more because Yoshi would kind of struggle really cutting her off stage as well.
That back air reverse charge shot was really hot, too, from Icy Mist to continue the combo and continue the damage, but then eventually Pharaoh going to trap you with no options. You got to air dodge eventually, and when you do, you're frame trapped into the nair. But the dash attack comes through and evens us right back up with that refrag. Air dodge away there, too, was bold considering how fast Yoshi can drift, but the punish is minimal from Pharaoh.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse, but yeah, got to put some respect
turnaround
on those eggs there too. Pharaoh definitely using every single thing you can imagine in Yoshi's toolkit, like we saw earlier, even using that extra height from down B to grab the ledge. So this is a very, very seasoned Yoshi here.
And down in the bottom middle, we have a set getting started on B. We got Loaf versus Amaryllis, which is actually a name I haven't seen in a bit. I don't know what happened to Amaryllis, but that's a blast from the past.
They're still pretty solid. I was looking at like the top 64 seeds or like the rest of it, and I think they were either in top 64 maybe like 70-ish, but they're still seeded pretty solid.
Yeah, I wouldn't like put Amaryllis to drown in pools even if they take like a 3-year break. Like that's that caliber of player doesn't go away. As Pharaoh hoping Icy Mist goes away sometime soon. The roll into up B is annoying.
Yeah, Pharaoh really just struggling to find some kind of like way to land. We've seen a lot of eggs defensively, which has honestly been really good for Pharaoh. Maybe they can close the stock out, I'm not sure, but you got to be careful messing with Samus' shield because, man, is she good out of shield.
Back throw there is sure. Okay, I was going to talk about the back throw, and then I got distracted by egg roll.
All right, not going to up throw yet. Don't want to stale it, of course. Trying to set up for some kind of edge guard scenario, but yeah, Pharaoh's just kind of like slowly coming back to center stage. And up air out of shield. Okay.
Both of us equally shocked by the option select, but the option select, it's only dumb if it doesn't work, and it sure worked to perfection. So Pharaoh going to take this opportunity to get as much extra credit as humanly possible before Icy Mist closes the stock, and the double jump armor barely gets him through that fair from Icy Mist.
Yeah, I mean, you really don't think of Yoshi as one of the characters like good out of shield just because his shield situation is so wonky, but definitely looks like
Nair out of
Pharaoh's able
shield
to
is
find
crazy,
something.
man. You can't even say that.
Really? Well, doesn't it take like...
Yoshi short hop Nair is wild.
But how many frames is it though? Isn't it like,
I think the Nair is 4 or 5. It's fast.
Okay.
Somebody in chat will let me know here in a second so I can pretend to be smart.
A real Yoshi fan.
And then the jump is still frame 3 because everybody except Kazuya's is frame 3.
Okay, that's not that bad actually. I thought it was,
it's 3?
Okay, I take it back. That's a 6-frame option. That's crazy. All that aside,
no way.
We have ourselves a one-stock scenario, completely even percent. Icy Mist doing a great job of just sharking underneath Pharaoh with those up airs. Again, making it hard to land. And up being out of that down air was massive because that move does a crazy amount of damage.
I'm still thinking about the fact that Yoshi has a frame 3 Nair. I didn't even remember it was that fast. Like, I said 4 or 5. I was downplaying it. Pharaoh trying to survive, holding on, B reversing the neutral B to try and get back down against Icy Mist.
Yeah.
Icy Mist just hasn't taken a hit in quite a while. Finally, a Nair out of shield into an up air. This could be huge for Pharaoh.
Yeah, Icy
more?
Mist. Ooh, not gonna die just yet, but this is fully anybody's game.
Into the egg, it doesn't hit. Icy Mist able to just roll her way away. Pharaoh looking for the Nair at ledge. 141 on Icy Mist after so long untouched. Has to shield charge shot. Landing up air doesn't connect either, but the back air, just the bare tip of it. And Pharaoh closes it out. You see a quick little pop from the crowd as well. Pharaoh jumps out of his seat as he completes the reverse 3-0, and look at him down at the bottom left. He's jumping around.
Yeah, he's going crazy. You might even hear it from the mic, and they're not that close to the setup, but man, they're being loud. But yeah,
all the way over there.
That's got to stink if you're an Icy Mist fan. She just kind of got anti-air by that up tilt so many times to the point where the up air staled out and didn't even kill when it should have, but just